to my YouTube channel. How are you all? I know the last week has been a lot to take in. There's been an awful lot going on in the news, so I hope you're all okay and sending you lots of love and well wishes wherever you are in the world. So I just want to kick off by saying thank you so much if you are a return subscriber. I really do appreciate the support, and if you are new here, then hi, so nice to meet you. My name's Harriet. A little bit about myself: I love all things fashion, beauty and a little bit of lifestyle. I think my niche is styling. I like to recreate looks using things that I've already got. You'll figure that out on my Instagram if you go give me a follow. My handle is at the bottom of the screen. I do upload twice a week on Wednesdays and Sundays, so if you'd like to stick around and watch my videos, then please hit that subscribe button whilst you're there, so then you won't miss uploads every Wednesday and Sunday. So it's come to that time of year where I've started to grab my jackets and my blazers and those sorts of things. Now, I've seen this video being done quite a few times already, but I just thought I'd share with you my autumn jackets. Now, these are very much jackets you're going to be wearing with things like this, like a roll neck, t-shirts, jumpers, long sleeve tops that you can quite easily layer underneath. But they're also jackets that are going to keep you warm, but you can also leave it open. So it's that time of year where it's cold enough to wear a jacket, but it's warm enough to kind of leave it open with perhaps a scarf. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So I suppose one of the first items that I tend to always wear, you know, is a blazer. I've got a few different blazers for autumn, but one that I wanted to show you, I think one that is really key and has been a trend year after year, and I don't think I'm going to call it a trend anymore. I think I'm going to call it a statement item, just because sometimes trends can kind of fade in and out, but this one has been around 4 years and will continue to be around for a very long time. So I want to introduce to you the checked blazer. If you don't own one, don't panic, it's not too late. It's something that I've always continued to wear, especially kind of like layering things underneath. So for instance, I would most definitely wear it with the outfit that I'm wearing now. And because it's got kind of the blacks and browns and creams in the checked, you can wear beiges, you can wear creams and you can wear blacks with this particular blazer. I absolutely love this. I was kind of gifted this from Miss Selfridge earlier on in the year, but I've also got another one from Pull & Bear, which I've worn before on my Instagram, so I'll pop a picture on the screen so you can kind of see the difference in the kind of checks that I have. But I definitely think a blazer is a great layering piece, and especially on days where, yeah, it's a little bit chilly, but it's definitely not cold enough to wear a full-on jacket or even a coat. A blazer is a great piece to have, especially to style around this time of year. And also, just a little tip, I tend to kind of wear these oversized, so I got this in a size 10 just because I didn't want a super fitted blazer. I do like my blazers to be slightly oversized. Some people go like the extreme. I don't like to look like I'm wearing my dad's blazer, but more my boyfriend's. Non-existent, but yeah, do you understand what I'm saying? So for me, I prefer the boyfriend style fit, that's slightly oversized, rather than the kind of like granddad dad oversized, and that's just a personal preference. But if you prefer that style, you go for that style. I definitely think that this would look good on anyone. Really nice, easy colour to style. So moving on to what I believe is definitely more of a trend, and we saw this kind of come into play within the last couple of years, and it's come back around this autumn, and I've seen a lot of people wearing this already. The first jacket that I want to show you is the teddy jacket. So this can come in a lot of different styles. For me, I've gone for an oversized cropped fit. This is a jacket that I've had for the last 2 autumns. I bought this in a Primark sale. It was an absolute bargain. I think it ended up costing me like £13. So many places do these now, so you're not going to be short of options. So for me, I prefer the oversized jacket kind of style rather than the long Teddy Borg coat that I think a lot of people own, for 2 reasons. It rains a lot in England, so for me, if this jacket gets wet, it is going to soak through. It's going to absorb all that extra rain. So I didn't really see the point in investing in a teddy jacket that's going to be more than, let's say, £30 to £40. For me, this is a jacket that is good to throw on of a chilly morning when it's dry and when it's a nice crisp autumn morning. I do absolutely love the colour of this. It is a really nice tone of beige. For me, this is just perfect just to chuck on. It is so easy to style, and again, it was really inexpensive. Now, whilst I can't find this exact style and price for you, because of course I bought it in store at Primark, I will of course link some options for you. Maybe teddy jackets that I would maybe look to invest in, and options for you to kind of have a little browse at and have a little look at. But also, it is super warm. Again, inside it's got this really nice suede material, which is so cozy. I do absolutely love it. It doesn't come with any pockets, but it does just button up in the middle, and it's got this really nice fleecy collar, which kind of acts as like a mini hug around your neck, which I don't mind at all. So next we have to talk about the MAC jacket. Now, I think sometimes this can be kind of seen as a trend, when actually this is very much a staple. This has been around since day dot. My nana had one, my great grandmother had one, my mum's got one, I've got one, and yeah, I just absolutely love it. It is a personal favourite of mine, and one that I've actually had for 6 years, and this is just a Primark one. So I would like to introduce the MAC jacket. So for autumn, I like to wear my beige tones, and why should it change when it comes to my outerwear? So for me personally, I've had this for about 6 years. It's definitely had its fair share of outings. I have loved this jacket for so many years now, and it is just one that I always reach for. It has been on trend for so many years, and I don't see it disappearing anytime soon. For me, I like the MAC coat because it is tailored, it is fitted, it comes with buttons, it ties at the waist, it has this nice belt feature which I absolutely love. A dream would be to own a Burberry jacket. Now, that's probably not going to happen in my lifetime, but I do think it goes to show that you don't have to spend a stupid amount of money to get a nice jacket. Now, a lot of MACs tend to be waterproof, this one isn't. So for me, this is more of a jacket that I wear again on a dry day, on a nice bright crisp morning in autumn, and actually sometimes in the evening when I'm going out. This is nice just to chuck on, and I have worn this so many times with so many different outfits. I'm going to just pop some pictures on the screen so you can kind of see how I've worn it through the years. As we go from blazers to jackets, we're now going to move on to shackets. I still can't get over that terminology, like it's such a weird terminology. So I actually bought a shacket before I even realised that it was a shacket. I actually just thought it was a jacket. Okay, I'm gonna stop saying that word now. But anyway, I purchased this 2 years ago. Yeah, 2 years ago from H&M. And it's one that I didn't even realise is going to be so on trend this year. I believe it is a popular trend, especially right now. How long it's going to last through the different seasons, I do not know. But personally for me, I didn't invest a huge amount of money, so I'm not going to be super heartbroken when it's no longer trendy anymore. Is this cotton, slightly fluffy, chunky checked shacket from H&M with the tortoiseshell buttons. Now, this is definitely an oversized fit. I did get it in a size 10 and I purchased it a couple of years ago, and I have worn it quite a few times. The only reason why I haven't got as much wear of it as I would have liked is because the lining inside of it is quite scratchy. It's not super comfortable, but I think a lot of companies have kind of clicked onto that, and so I think a lot of the shackets that you can buy now come with like suede or like fleece lining, which can be a lot more comfortable and a lot more cozier. Personally for me, I love these tones. They're a nice kind of like light selection of beiges with some like creams and like even like a light grey in. I didn't know that this was going to be so trendy this year, so I'm actually getting a lot of inspiration over on Instagram about how to kind of style this up. So I think this is going to look really good with some leather trousers or leather leggings, some dark denims, and even some cream denims if you've got any of those. So next on my list is a leather jacket. I think we can all kind of vouch for the fact that this has been on trend for so many years and probably so many more years to come. Now I suppose as we move into like November, December, you get the chunky like biker leather jackets, so where they're a lot more oversized and a lot thicker and a lot heavier. I tend to wear this quite a lot in autumn and sometimes in summer and a little bit in winter. This is proper leather. This is from Miss Selfridge. I was kind of gifted this earlier on in the year. Prior to me owning this one, I had one from Zara which was a lot more lightweight, and I only wore that in kind of end of summer, beginning of autumn, and as soon as it got really cold I wouldn't be wearing it anymore. Whereas this, because it is of such good quality and it is super thick, I can wear this on the cooler days. I think near enough everyone has a leather jacket or owns a leather jacket, whether you've got it as a cropped one or an oversized or a fitted one. I think a lot of people do own a leather jacket. If you don't, that's okay, but for me personally, I throw this on with a lot of the things that I own. I think it gives an outfit a little bit of an edgier, kind of more, I just chucked this together kind of vibe. I really love this jacket. This was, I think it retails at like about £150, and what I would say, it is well worth investing in a good quality leather jacket. So as this is autumn and we're not quite in winter just yet, I'm not going to feature too many coats because I'm going to do an updated winter coat collection later down the line. So I'm going to just show you one style of coat that I think is so nice for this time of year. And for me personally, I love Camel tailored jacket. This one was slightly on the expensive side. This was last year's Zara or the year before, I can't remember. I think it was 2 years ago. Yeah, 2 years ago. And it is just so chic, so elegant, and it is the perfect evening coat jacket. For me, it's a tailored coat. It's perfect of an evening, or perhaps if you're going to work. I know right now that isn't necessarily something that we're going to be doing, so I think something else to think about: invest in one of these jackets or coats that you're going to get a lot of wear out of, especially if we're meant to be going to a second lockdown. You know, there's no real point in you investing in an evening jacket if you're not really going out, but definitely food for thought of maybe something that you want to invest in. Hopefully this time next year things will go back to normal and we're going to get the opportunity to wear a lot of these. But for me, I just think this is so timeless. I just absolutely love it. So that is my complete collection of autumn blazers, jackets, shackets and one coat. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know in the comment section below which of these you already own, or which of these maybe I've inspired you to go and invest in. I'd be really interested to know as to what you guys also think of this video. So please leave a nice comment, give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys!